Wait, are we live?
We are going. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Eye of the Storm. D&D Shippendale 5 Adventure, week 5 by 2. So we had an hour and a half of roleplay from our characters. Now it's getting a bit of action. If anyway, you guys all reconvene in the room. By this time, Somal and James have woken up in the room, and there is an ogre magi with you in the same room.
I would have suggested I mean when I said guarded by ogre magi, like plural, like
Okay.
probably one for each of them.
I'm trying to say that you
So
worried
I
I
see
could take
everyone.
on an ogre magi. So you need
Okay.
two.
There are 2 ogre magi's, and there is Cadence in the room.
Yeah, well,
Are we
as,
all
soon,
here?
as soon as I see that Bob is visible, I go and sit on top of her.
Are we
You
all
sit on
here?
Bob.
I sit
Wait.
on Bob.
Okay,
No,
you
I
start
think we
sitting.
woke up before they went out to fetch Ajax and then Darius, but we guys woke up for that. Basically, I think.
Yeah. We're gonna say that
So-
they kind of got
so
it
as
there.
I walk in, I kind of like I'm let in. I say, Cadence, what's up? And I would walk in with Darius, so
I think there's. I
Yeah,
think.
we went back together, right?
yes.
But I think there should be some kind of, because they wake up before you guys come in. I don't know if you, James or Gary want to do anything
Yeah,
before.
I go and sit on top of Bob.
Am
Like
I
Bob.
like so we're like awake and all in the same room?
Almost. I mean,
James is leaning against the wall, fuming. Does he have his daggers, by the way?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you
He's
guys,
just
will,
kind of like
you see me.
picking
I'm
his
like
nose with his
standing
dagger.
because what I envision your guys are like in different location in the room, and I'm standing near the door, staff in my hand. Like the ogre magi are probably at your side or something.
Yeah,
And I-
more or less.
As they wake up, I just want to tell them that Darius and Ajax are on the. Or I send out another magi to fetch Darius and Ajax, and they will be here momentarily. So just sit tight, and we'll wait for them. We can decide what's best for the party.
They make it there after about 1 or 2 minutes of waiting.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I get there, I want to give Cadence, Samal, and Ajax 40 gold. And I'll tell them that it's from that chest, if they remember.
Cadence does not remember because she was not there, but everybody else
Ah, yeah.
remembers.
Wait, you
I
guys
say
James
we need
too?
to split this. We need to split this between our party. I look at James and I say, "Sorry, a sorcerer needs to make a couple of gold on the side," and then I turn away.
Burn. Okay.
James sits there and he just looks at you all, and he just kind of shakes his head.
Anyway,
You had this coming, buddy.
everybody is in
And
the
I
room.
cast Shocking Grasp and I slap him in the face. Boom! No, I'm only joking.
Okay, so I say to Cadence, why did you call us?
There has been some infighting between our group, and I think we all need to talk about this before we set out, because there can be no what do you call it? I need to check up a word, I don't know it in English.
Bad blood.
Division.
Yeah, bad
Yes.
vibes. Or
I'm
something
gonna
like
take you
that.
to
Or,
one.
Bad blood. Bad blood works.
Yeah, bad boy works the best here.
oh, Discord. There cannot be Discord in the party.
Discord.
That-
That works very
Okay, so Cadence tells us about the fighting, and I say, I didn't take you to be one to fight. I thought you were with the good gods. I thought, aren't we all friends here? Then I look at James, and then I kind of look
I
away
look at
quickly.
you and I say, I don't think friends would act as you and others have been acting.
And I say,
Me.
friends
I
would share.
want-
I have been acting poorly. I will
want
let
the-
this go. I think things are even for now. Go on. Can you tell me what just happened?
I think from my point of view, I tell them about the staff and how it would be useful to us, and that Samal was looking out for Bob, and he wants the staff to turn Bob back to flesh, however, that James wanted us to wait until the evening until we could assess how powerful the staff really was.
Which staff? Is this the same staff that he tried to sell me earlier?
Yep.
So the
You
staff
just
I'm
hear me
holding.
in the back. I'm
No,
like, no,
I asked that to.
that's too
I
late,
asked
is
that
he?
to.
Shh. 1
I
second,
nod
Simon.
and I say, wait, what do you say about the staff?
I say
Well,
that to Cadence, not like just kind of thinking out loud.
Yeah, I did try to sell you that earlier because I can't use it, and I received it from the upstairs. I shrug and I say, is there a problem with that?
No
I look
problem.
at him as he says that and say, I think you'll find you did not receive it in the singular. We received it. You were merely the one that grabbed it while I was talking to the chieftain in his last breath.
I nod, saying, sure, and if I have no funds to fund myself, then how will I be used to you? I say we all
I
have
have
to share our
300 gold
parts.
waiting for us.
If you needed to borrow some gold, you could have asked. I
I,
was not in the mood. I was
I say
so
to
hungover.
James, I have no use for I have no actual use for the gold, as the faith of my goddess is all that I ever need. And I actually I go to James and hand him my gold that
The
I have.
40.
I pick up.
I hand him like 135. I have like 5 gold pieces left.
I pick up the bag of
And
40
then
gold.
Sun is
Uh,
okay. Hang on a second. Let's
Sorry,
stop
I,
for
just
just a
throw, I just want to throw a bag of gold at you. Sorry.
At me,
Yeah.
I look at you and I say, "Why are you giving me this?"
Where do you
And I'm
look?
just kind of holding hers in my hand. Like I don't actually like throw it away. I'm just like holding the sack in my hand.
You're
What do you say?
holding 2 sacks in your hand right now. There's one that flew at your face from an invisible target, and there's one that Cadence just gave you.
Yeah, I say to him, if I know that money is important to James, but and you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about it. It's the whatever I make, I will make sure to give you if you so desire. Don't have to. We
James?
don't have to. We don't have to resort to bargaining with our members. It's whatever is yours, whatever is mine is yours. Except for like.
I look at her, nod, and then James,
Crap,
who's normally
holes
the
of-
really cool one, who's just kind of like
Yeah,
says
sure.
sly remarks and doesn't really what? Well, no, I'm saying like cool as in like
I'm joking.
calm. Like he doesn't like start like yelling. He like gets really angry, and he looks at you and he says, "It seems as though we're in the company of thieves, and everyone is only out for themselves. We have one decent person here, and then Samal who only concerns himself with his goblin. He's trying to make up with his gold here, but he would willingly fight me to get the gold. And then we have Ajax over there, who wants to be all good and great and help everyone, but yet you steal a ring who rightfully belongs to someone else before even asking if you can have it. That was no part in you. It was part of my past and part of my life.
how
And
do
then
you know that
Darius
Ajax
over
stole
here,
the ring?
who
Shh, 1 second. Actually,
Ajax took the ring.
the ring.
No, he knows you know you got given to Ajax.
Let Nick finish his.
Yeah, don't
or
interrupt
let
Samal.
James finish his
And then-
rant.
And then we have him over there who wants to split a gem and then slyly say, "Oh, well, I guess I have to make a little bit on the side." And then I'm just trying to sell him a fucking staff. And James just kind of like sputters off and it's just like, I'm trying to help myself to help you all. And you all are too
This-
blind to see it.
This road that you walk down, it is a dark road. You keep going this way, and there's only one consequence that will remain.
I keep going this way. You sell a gem and then you mutter in my face.
It
that
was
you
my gym.
want to make a little bit of money on the side. Are you trying to make friends here? Or are you trying to make an enemy?
It was my gym. It was my choice who I gave the money to. I didn't have to give money to any of you, but
Exactly.
who
But
I
you
see
didn't have
fit
to make
gets
a
the money.
remark about it.
You didn't have to
Ajax
be here to see
currently
it.
screams at this point, at both of you, and says, You were sitting here bickering over gold when we have bigger matters at hand. Like he like yells that with power. I'm not gonna
I
do it
think
because
Giz-
it's like
I
5
think-
a.m. But
Yes.
I think
And-
before we talk, I think we should have what's his name? I keep forgetting his name. What's Gizmo's character's name? I can't
Cyrus.
remember.
Silas.
Cyrus.
By the way,
Yeah.
you kind of
I
hear,
think
you
we
kind of
should
start
start there.
hearing like sword on leather coming from like Cadence. You know this to be like the location of Samal, but nobody else kind of hears it, and nobody else kind of knows that Samal was there. Repeatedly, like
I say-
shitting on shitting,
You know-
shitting on shitting, shitting on shitting.
Isn't
I-
it like
but-
daylight or
I
something?
I say to James, I look at him and say, you say that you were doing something that is well within your rights to do in selling that staff. The staff did not belong to you. It belongs to all of us. That includes Darius. You can't sell something to him that he already owns. I say, this ring, I'll have you know, the reason why I didn't give it to you was because I was given it by the Ogre Magi on my way out. He said that the ring was potentially cursed.
I
I
turn
hold it
towards
up
the
in front of
Magi
him.
that's standing in the door and I say, is this true? Is this ring cursed?
Actually, all the mages at the show shouldn't be going for this. He nods.
I've been
I
meaning
nod
to
and
ask
say,
as well.
it's no point, it's no right for you to take. Wait, actually, I get a sense motive of this, do I not?
He's not lying.
I'm not lying.
He said it has
He
potential
never said it was
consequences.
cursed.
He
said
said
that there's
potentially
consequences,
cursed.
but it gives you powers.
He nods at potentially cursed.
He said it has potential negative effects, which means a curse, generally.
I said, I kind of shake my head and I say, regardless, this in no way means that you get to receive something like this. This is, he hesitates and says, valuable to me. And I would
Where
very
did
much
you
like
get
it
the
back
ring?
now. I don't have to tell you that.
Tell me where you got the
I
ring, or you'll never get it back.
I just
I-
know. If I know where the ring comes from, does that mean I can have it?
It could be
You
a
don't know
delicate matter.
Samal.
I do know.
Yo, you don't.
You never saw the
I know I don't know where he got it from, but I know about the ring.
You know about the ring, you never know. You
No, I don't know where he got it. Yes.
Nope.
You're right.
AJ.
I want to know how many hours have passed since we woke up, by the way.
about one. Yeah, something like that. 1.5.
1 hour?
Is there a bed in the room?
I mean, for like all that has happened, I'd say an hour is enough. Yes.
I mean, I'm getting a little. Cadence is getting a little worried as well concerning Silas. She doesn't. I don't think. I don't know if it's metagaming to actually. I mean, I'm concerned.
That's a good ask.
Just want to, like, really try and talk with the. Do I know that Samal was like we just heard Goblin. Yesterday.
You just heard a language, a gibberish you didn't understand,
Yeah.
and then Ajax responded to you when you asked about Cyrus, and he said that he is safe in an elf bed.
Okay. I don't know if it's because he hasn't showed up yet, but maybe that's not.
I think we've been
He could have
outside
gotten
of
caught
it
up.
again.
Okay, let's Darius. Sorry, go on. You are waving your hand.
I try and settle this. I say, I think you should return the ring. It must be an heirloom of his or something along those lines. It's not yours to keep. But we should find Gizmo, and then we should try and
Cyrus.
get that Medusa that has been haunting the Elven camp. Those are the things that we need to progress in this journey. Those are the things we must do.
I just
I
I'm
nod.
standing
I
there
nod
holding
and
the
look
ring
at
at him.
Ajax.
Like, I'm holding it.
You just hold-
Where did you get this? Where did you get it?
I look at him and I say, here's the deal. If you want to spill right here in front of all these people your entire past out, then do so right now. Tell me everything that happened to you during your birth. If you do not wish to do that, then you have no right to inquisit upon my past.
We
My
have no
past
time
is
for
my
this.
past. We do not, and I would just wish him to give me my ring.
And I just stand up at that point. I was like, exactly, we don't have much time at all because, as people have said, there is much going on in many places and there are things happening to people that are unknown. For example, Nick, do you know that your friend the ranger has been turned to stone?
I
What?
look at
Sorry,
him and I
what?
say,
Correct.
why haven't you told us this?
I says, I was trying to wait for an opportune moment. And I wink at you, but you can't see that.
Oh, we have to
And then
act
I
quickly.
point at the staff and I say, you were
Ring
going to use the
in.
staff, which may only be able to be used once to save your goblin. Whenever
I
one
said
of our friends
no.
and fellow party members
I
could
said
have
no.
been in danger.
No, I
I'm
was
sh-
going to use the staff to see if it worked. And then I was going to, while this goddamn invisibility worked, see if I could free our friend. However, this invisibility might wear off at any moment. However, you wanted to wait until the evening. And I didn't have time
I
to
look
ramble.
I look
with
at you
you.
and I'm like, yeah, see if it works on
You
your
can't do
goblin.
that.
And then whenever it only works once, it would not work. It's a staff of spell turning. I don't even know how you will suspect this thing
Just a
will
reminder,
undo,
you know
except
that it
for
has
her
like
god.
12 charges, right?
I said
No.
you
It has
know
10.
how
Has
we
10
suspected.
And James, you know that you're the only one who knows that. Ajax, please.
Yeah, I know.
Just what? This is an out of character question. Would what do you need to be able to use a staff? Because I read
Use
somewhere
magical
that you
device.
only need to have language.
A really high use magic device.
Use
Guess
use
who has
magic
that?
device and wisdom.
Okay, fair enough.
Is that a
Okay.
feat or skill?
No, it's a skill. But use
Skill.
magical device automatically is like you can do an untrained check if you're a magic user. So anybody
So I can use it?
Yep.
anybody within magic with magical capabilities can use it.
That's why I was trying to get rid of it.
I don't see use medic device on my character sheet.
You don't, but
Yeah, I
you
don't
can
have it
use it.
either.
You can have it. Every one of you that has magic capabilities can use a magical item, unless you have wisdom below 8.
Okay, so I'm going to ask the Magi if he knows how powerful the staff is. If he knows anything about.
Yeah, he kind of says the same thing he said to James. Master created it. He's dead now. We know nothing.
Okay.
More
But
than we have said.
But there you said something about 12 eyesight. Something about 12 charges. Does
somebody
he know?
got told
No,
something about
it's got 10
charges.
charges, but that's
Only
not my
James knows.
Why?
Yeah, but
How did James find that
the
out?
ogre told him. Though,
He
so if you're
asked-
saying what the ogre told. You would surely say that.
He asked. Yeah, I mean, he asked, "Do you know how powerful this is?" He answered that the master created it, and the master is now dead. They know nothing more than they have already said.
And then I just turn and say, so did the master create this for a single purpose, or can we end this argument and know it could work on many?
We do not know. Master created it because Demon had plans to conquer the elves.
Well, hang on, Chucky. You
Yeah,
told
I'm
me
gonna
that it
say,
was a
I don't-
staff of
how-
spell turning.
I didn't say it
don't
was a
get
staff of spouting. You.
Yes, you did.
No.
You told me last
No.
session. I wrote it down on my character.
He said
No, it was
the
pretending
ogre said
heavy.
that. I never told you. I never told you. The ogre said that it was a staff of spouting, and they think it is a staff of spouting.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
But I'm
Nice.
trying to work out where he found it was set. It was 10
Yeah, so
charges.
somebody got told something about
No,
charges.
he was the
sometimes.
only one who was talking to that ogre Magi, and that ogre
Yeah, but
Magi.
wait, you're telling us that the Magi are telling us what they told him, so why aren't the Magi mentioning that? I've just specifically asked them, was it designed for a single use, or...
Oh, for a
multiple-
single. You said a single purpose. That's what I
Oh,
was.
sorry, I meant like a single
Said
use,
purpose.
or...
Yeah.
Okay,
I
yeah,
knew that
he
I
mentions
didn't
that it
know.
has
Sorry.
limited
I
uses,
dropped.
but more than one. If you ask it like that, I thought you said for a purpose.
Alright, but I think I actually did that to my husband.
Okay, so then
Upon hearing
Like I
that,
said,
I just
if
turned and
you
said,
will
do you want to
recall-
try it on the goblin first, or the human? You can make
so
your
we have
decision now.
established that it can be used several times.
Yes.
Yes. Then I would actually give it to some of Darius to use on Bob. If we have established that this staff is powerful enough to turn both Bob and Silas back to the original state, then we should use it at Bob to begin with, since we probably will need Bob's help to conquer the Medusa. All in favor, say aye.
I just
Aye.
step in.
I don't
I just step up in front of you and I say aye.
Wait for Eyecye first.
Yeah, we
Come
need
back.
to wait for Eyecye to come back. Anyway, you chose it to give it to the only person who's offline. Mother. Okay, Eyecye is back. Good.
No, you don't have the stuff yet.
James.
Kid.
No, don't
James
worry.
says nothing. He just kind of sits there and
Darius,
says,
you
I think
have-
we should use an Silas first.
Darius, you have the staff now.
What?
Just want.
What?
She said that
You
he
have-
gives it to him.
She never said she gave it to him.
I say this
You
is
have the staff.
before I give. Eyecye, did you hear what I said about
No.
using the staff? Because here's the deal. We have established that it has more than one use, so basically we're going to use it on Bob first because we probably need Bob's help in conquering the Medusa. We need everyone's help. So I'm just going to say all in favor for using the staff on Bob first. Say aye.
And I say aye,
I'm
and I step up in front of you.
Okay.
I'm more versed in the knowledge of arcana, not the knowledge of riddles and the ability to use magic items. You may be the more appropriate user to use the staff on Bob. I may be the more appropriate user to use the staff in combat.
And I just shout out loud, for the love of God, like I've been saying all morning, will you just give me the staff? And I put my hands on Cadence's shoulders to let her know where I am and say, just let me take it.
Yeah, I. At this point, I actually
see no
don't
reason
care who
not.
takes it. So I give it to Samal. I hand it over to him. I say, just do it.
And I walk over, and as I get halfway towards Bob, I turn around and I say, can you not still see this goddamn thing? Just, you followed me before.
Yeah,
Yes, we
the
see the
staff
in
can
your
be seen.
hand.
No, I know that.
Use it.
I'm just
You're going to
asking.
use it.
Also,
what James
his
says.
I think I probably try to shield my eyes as I give him the staff as well because he
Yeah,
has
yeah,
spell.
yeah. You are right.
So I'm not going to like, oh no, light.
Yeah.
I'm going to shield my eyes. As I
Anyway,
I would-
do
I
you have
that.
used magical device, Samal?
I do, but I walk up to Bob and I tap him 3 times on the head with it.
Nothing
You
happens.
use 3 out of 3 charges.
Nothing happens.
I look at it, and then I'll examine it properly to see if there's any instructions or buttons on it.
None at all.
And then, how would you roleplay use magic device? Do I just go bibbidi bobbidi boo and roll and then see what happens?
Usually no, it doesn't really work for you because your wisdom is kind of low for this item. Unfortunately,
You just said it. You
You
just
don't
said
know that.
you don't know that. Your wisdom is kind of low for this item specifically, not
kinda
for
each
all
each
magic
item
items.
has the same.
No. Some items are different. This one requires more wisdom. I was just looking
What's
at
your
your
wisdom?
character sheet so I can be sure about it. It's
He
10.
was just saying that I had an OP stat in it and then changed it.
No, you have a wisdom of 10.
Right. Well, I rolled to use magic. Then, like I said, I don't know how you roleplay use magic device. other than-
I mean, use
Samal,
magical
try to
device
use
would
it
come
confused
would
when
come
you
with
try
the
and use it.
knowledge. You are confused when you're trying to use it. That's the thing that I'm trying to convey to you. This magical item.
Right, so you're saying it's pointless me even rolling.
Yes, unless you go
You
natural.
don't know
use it.
where to start.
I mean, you don't know the how to use this kind of staff. I mean, you could use other kinds of staff. This one just looks like magical instances are a bit too hard for you to tap into.
You look perplexed. I
Sure.
walk up to.
I
Oh
thought
wait,
it
you
was
don't even
I
look.
thought it was
perplexed.
int based and not wisdom based.
No,
It's
it's wisdom based.
But how come use magic
much you
device?
just try
It's
to-
charisma based for me. This is what I'm
Use
looking.
magical
It's 'cause
device
you're-
is something
you're
else. Magical device is not necessarily wands and staves, but you can
Oh.
use it depending on the thing itself. If you can understand me.
So
This
I would have
item
better
is not
chance
a
to use
normal
Yeah, you have
staff.
the best chance.
Yeah.
I shout over to the Magi. I was like, "Did your master say how it works? The instructions are written on it."
You need to have a very deep
must be
and
wise.
powerful mind in order to use
You
it.
must be wise.
Ajax
And
kind
say,
of calls
like
out
one
from
of
the
like
back,
one of you.
why don't you give it to the Ogre Magi to use?
That's what I just said. Like one of you.
We may
James
try.
starts laughing really hard and says, I fought you over a staff that you can't even use.
I'm like, Kid is like face
All
palming
of
right
that
now.
for nothing.
Yeah.
Let's
I just turn around and
let's
scowl at
try
him
not
saying,
to
yes,
rub
you
salt
lost a
in the
fight
wound.
over a staff for something that I can't use.
Oh,
You're correct.
no,
Let's not
no.
rub
I
salt in
recall
the
that I
wound.
was winning the fight whenever it went down.
Shut
and-
up.
What? You were winning
Both
the
of you
fight when you
shut
fell
up.
over.
Give it
You
to
know
the
how
Guys.
fights go.
Shut up.
Both of you,
Guys.
shut up.
Well, I've already
Okay.
asked the Magi, like one of you.
Yeah, let the mage.
I am sick of this bickering.
The
Okay.
Ogre Magi comes, takes the staff, and does a like with it basically, and
See,
then
you can't do that.
channels it, and the jade on it, if I say it correctly, starts shining a bright
Topaz.
green, topaz, sorry, a bright green, and then a flash of light. Simon, you kind of pass out for 6 seconds again.
Cover his eyes.
Flash of light,
I think
covers
I was still,
everybody
like, covered my eyes.
in the room, and
You were face.
Bob
so you
is
have-
now
I was
on.
face palming. I was face palming. because
Bob
of the-
is on the ground right now,
And stuff.
face up, unstoned.
With the Samal on top of him hugging.
How is the staff looking?
A part of the jade is now cracked.
Okay.
There's
But
like,
it's not strong.
if you can, like, if you look at it, actually, there are like 10 like carved in parts of it, and now one of them is cracked.
I walk over and like put up my hand expecting the staff.
He gives it to you.
Okay, I put on my back, I say. I walk over to someone and I say, is Bob okay?
And I ask him in Goblin, is he okay?
Doesn't respond.
Fuck him.
Yeah,
He seems to be bleeding, right? You can see his chest going up and down, but he is not
Yeah.
responding.
I
I'm going
tell
to-
Cadence to come and heal him. If I
Yeah.
actually know I heal him myself, I can heal him myself.
Okay, can heal him.
What heal do I have again? Is it Cure Light?
Do you have healing memorized today?
Cure Light. I don't need to memorize.
Oh, you spontaneous.
1d8 plus my caster level, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, nothing happens.
I think he's just exhausted, I say in Goblin.
I just stand up and I leave him be. And I just say in Goblin, sorry friend, if you can hear me.
I look at the goblin.
Were there beds that we got put in that room or not?
Yep.
I kind of like drag him over to a bed and took him in. And
Okay. And you took him in. Ogre Magi, that one that was staying at the door, says, Master Ajax, the time is near.
I
I
just
look
instantly
over.
turn around and say, what time is near?
War.
We must leave now.
Turn around and say you're marching to war.
I'm not marching to war. We are
I'm charging
not
to
against
war.
the elves, at least.
Oh.
We can't hope to fight the elves, but we need some way of accessing the Medusa. I'm open to
What-
suggestions from the rest of the party.
What does this have to do with the orcs?
The orcs are a valuable tool.
Two. I turn to the Magi and I just say, Magi, are your orcs tools or people?
Regardless
have-
of whether they are people.
We have promised our sword to Master Ajax. We shall deliver upon our word.
And I say,
Okay, before this
we-
goes on, I look at him and I say, my ring, friend.
I pointed
I'm
in.
just walking out the
and
door. I'm
say,
sick of this.
You will get your ring when I am comfortable
Now.
that you will not If you want to challenge my authority, do so. But you
I
won't
didn't
last
realize
long.
that there was authority here, Ajax. Is there a leader? I thought we were friends here. I thought we were all in this together. Are you
Maybe
saying
you
that
should
you
have
were
thought of
over
that.
me?
At this point, I think I hold more authority than the person who was trying to double deal his own party with staves and magical items, whilst hiding cursed items on his pocket without telling us of their ramifications.
I never wore the ring, Ajax. I needed to know what it did first.
Then why do you
I
want
believe
it?
that I am being reasonable.
Regardless, I do not produce the ring.
Regardless, so now you aren't even going to listen.
I do not believe you should be in possession of a cursed item at this point. I feel it will be safer for you and the rest of the party if I remain with it. You saw what happened to Darius when he touched that throne.
I instantly asked
Yeah.
what happened to what throne?
Darius
demon
is...
Demon throne?
Darius was
I don't-
rash. He was not thinking. He went and touched it without
I-
prior
I
thought.
ju-
I,
I just-
have thought this through intensively.
Yeah, I just say what throne? What throne? What are you both talking about?
I point to the head. This thing's throne had a powerful curse on it that nearly killed Darius when he touched it.
Can we,
I'm worried that the
Because
same
for
sort
some
of
reason
thing
he
is-
thought it was a good idea to go sit in a throne.
And you think it's a good idea to not tell us
to have
about
a
a
ring
ring
in the pocket that belongs
that is
to me.
clearly magical?
out of game, can we just like cut the roleplay to the minimum and just head over
Yeah,
to the Medusa?
I kind of... Yeah, I just want to... I want him to either give it to me or leave.
So,
I don't
which is
think
gonna
you
be?
can give it to you.
Well, Ajax is not going to give it to you. Like, he's just not going
So
to do
you just walk away.
Alright, fair enough.
Okay.
So be it.
So I have a question. So Bob is not actually responding to anything.
No.
Do we wait for Bob to regain his consciousness? Or do we go now?
We have to leave now.
Well,
I
like
just
said,
left already.
I'm completely against the idea of the orcs marching the wall.
As I said, I don't want the orcs to march to war against the elves, and I was open to suggestions from
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the big discussion that I want to have is what use are the orcs that is going to hurt the elves or the orcs.
I say the elves are under the illusion that
But then,
the orcs are a hostile force to them, and us being allied with the orcs will probably mean they think we are hostile to them.
I would say, yeah, but the elves have
but
no
they
idea
don't
you're allied.
necessarily.
Sorry.
They didn't necessarily know that we are allies. with the
Yeah, they have
orcs.
no idea.
They have no. There hasn't been anyone from the elves. Haven't said anything specific. There should be no one in their ranks that know that we are actually in their tower right now. As far as I'm concerned.
I say, Samal, you were there. Did you know that Silas was turned to stone? Where is the Medusa?
And so, well, I'm a little bit confused as to that myself. I got some potions off the nymph in her lair, and the potions worked to the best of their thing because they work really well. That's how I'm invisible. So I have met the real nymph. I'm positive of it. And then the next time I went to see the nymph, it wasn't the nymph, and it was a big ugly bitch that tried to turn me to stone. But my charming gaze managed to beat her, and I managed to escape.
It is possible that the Medusa have warned the elven ranks that we are up no.
So
They
she
cannot
was
trust
commanding the guards.
Yeah.
Whether
She
that was
was-
a local thing or all of the elves, but I didn't meet any resistance when I ran out. However, I was invisible.
Yeah.
Although
Going there now will guarantee us being captured.
I
think.
If they
I
can
think
see-
so. At least.
if they can see you,
Yeah. I mean, how do you know how long your invisibility will last?
A lot longer than any invisibility I've heard of. Have you heard of
How
invisibility
many
that lasts?
hours has it been since you consumed that
It's
potion?
been like nearly a day.
It's been like
I've slept. It's been nearly a day.
14 hours, 13 hours, something near that. I mean, he slept. You guys slept a full night. You had a feast. Now it's morning. You had all that happening, and he is still invisible.
Okay. So the best bet, maybe, would be that Samal goes in and try to locate Silas, and but he won't use. He won't be able to use the staff. He won't be able to.
I say we can
I
use
know
we
it.
can use the stuff whenever once we've got rid of the Medusa. We don't have to. I don't have to sneak in, unstone him, and then come back out. That's going to be impossible
But
anyway.
it's very possible that that we are kill on sight. That we are as if we set foot in the elf encampment, it's very high possibility that she has alerted everyone
So
to our.
So we need to find out then.
Yes, but fight.
By
I
the
think
way-
how many elves are in that encampment? Out of
So
sight?
wait, is
I
Darius
say
in
we-
the room at this point?
No, I'm walking towards the fire, the magical fire, and if
Oh.
you guys aren't there by the time I get to the fire, I'm just gonna stop and sit in the fire and play with it for a bit.
Okay.
But the magical fire all
You'll
in
be
the
there
middle of
about.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
about 10,
you'll be
15 minutes.
And I'll make
Okay.
sure not to like fucking touch the fucking fall down the trapdoor because I know it's there.
like I say, I just turn and say, well, if we walk up with an orc army, then they're definitely not going to be friendly no matter who's controlling them. So I think that's a bad idea. Plus, I see absolutely no reason why the orc should have to die, or your elven friends, comrades, relatives, whatever they were. You seem to know them. I says, are you going to spill their blood if they attack you? And Jack, Ajax, are you going to have her friend's blood on your hands if she opposes you? I says, war is a bad idea.
Ajax seems to completely ignore you at that last sentence and says, "Cadence, your friend. Could she be of use to us in dealing with this issue?
Hmm.
Also, we're forgetting about the nymph."
Well,
Yeah,
while-
I was actually talking about I was actually trying to raise awareness of the.
While this conversation is going on, I walk up to Cadence and I put both my hands on each of her shoulders.
And I'm closing my eyes because it's still radiating light.
No, the light stopped a long time
No,
ago.
that's gone. That's gone.
Okay.
So you put 2 hands on like Cadence's shoulders.
Yeah, and I grip firmly, but not.
Yeah,
painfully.
Cadence disappears.
Ha!
Oh,
I then-
Cadence, you know nothing.
I
You don't
Cadence,
know. You're invisible.
crispy, step forward.
Ajax's eyes widen.
I step forward to Ajax. Do you step forward?
oh, should I go?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm saying to you, I'm behind you. I'm saying step forward to Ajax.
Okay, I step forward to Ajax and touch.
I push you forward and then I take one hand off and I put the other on Ajax's shoulder.
James is just standing there.
Everybody is now visible.
You've left.
Everybody is now
No.
visible.
watching. No, I didn't leave. I'm still there.
He didn't
Who's
leave.
that?
He's still there.
Oh,
He didn't say
Standing in the
leave, he
corner
said-
watching.
I
He
turn
said,
around. I turn around and
we either give the ring or we're going to leave at that particular issue alone, is what he meant. Well, that's how I took it.
all right, so I thought you meant he left. I said, I think I have a plan, and then I shout to James to come forward.
I
James.
look at him. I look at him and I go.
You can't see me, so you're just hearing.
I just look in the direction and I just go. And I stroll forward and I say,
And I say, put your hands out into a cup.
I take one hand and I put it into a cup.
And I put my foot in Nick's hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I see what
Keep
happens.
it-
Something. Everybody is still visible.
Everyone's still visible. I thought you said they were
Yes.
invisible.
No, everybody
I
is
thought
still
you said
visible.
they were invisible.
No.
Still Samal
visible.
just turned a tin out of himself then. And I can't turn you all invisible, but I can turn one of you invisible.
So we have
What
to
if-
basically
what if-
touch. What if we all touch Gary?
Yeah, no. What
Excuse
if
me.
what if you grab onto Cadence, and then Cadence grabs onto me. Would that
we
work?
go and try that. And I jump behind Cadence and wait
Yep.
until everyone's in line and put my hands on Cadence.
Cadence disappears.
And then you put your hands on Jack.
Jack is still there.
And
And then it looks
God,
like
shit,
it only
yeah.
works on what I'm holding with both hands.
no, I suggested we all grab onto Gary's or Samal's clothes.
I was like, no, my Cadence, dear, calm down.
Okay, so I just beckoned to Ajax to grab onto Gary or to Samal.
Okay.
I do so.
Both of you grab onto him. You're still visible.
God freaking damn it.
So we can only make another one invisible.
It
Yes.
looks like it. And I was like, Cadence, it looks like we're going to see the elves.
I say, who's the rogue here?
I say, why, you jelly, bro? You jelly? You jelly of the bard skills? Woo.
No, I'm just saying.
He
Shouldn't
has
you
a
take
point.
the rogue and not the cleric? I'm
I was
good
like,
at this.
you're
This
a
is my
rogue, you're
thing.
not supposed to be invisible anyway. She
No.
knows people. She knows the elves. We can find out.
go kill the
We
Medusa?
can find out if her friend is
But we can't
manipulated
kill
or
her
not.
if we walk in there.
We
If we
can
just
find
walk
out
in there,
if
we're
her
gonna
friend.
all die.
I'm
Yeah,
going
have
to.
invisibility.
I have
I say
I
go
have to
down.
talk to the party to say that Lila is probably not believe us. She may be an old friend, but we haven't always seen eye to eye.
I said to the
So
rogue.
say
I
overall,
cannot
I think
vouch
it's
for
fine.
her being useful to us.
I say, rogue, what are you like with disguises?
Say again, what do I like of disguises?
What are you like with disguises?
I love disguises.
They're excellent.
I say that could actually maybe work. Could you make me look like an elf?
I could make you look like anything.
I nod, and I say I don't know what I would do once I got inside though.
I say, right, I can make you invisible, and then I can turn you into an elf guard, and turn you invisible so you can go in. But after that, you're by yourself.
Yeah, but there's nothing that I can do once I get inside. I can't kill a Medusa by myself.
No, we need to. You don't have to come. I said, me and Cadence go in while we're invisible. Find out
Yeah.
if the elves are under the control of the Medusa or not, and then we come back out again. And then if everybody wants a war, we can have a war tomorrow. I just turn around and go, Ajax. It's called recon. It's what you do before you charge. Trust me.
I nod and then look at one of the ogre magi's and say, "Do you have any ideas to add?"
No, like the Magi has plenty of ideas. There's Magi. Have you heard word from the scout or not?
Scout should be coming back pretty soon.
It's like, excellent. I says, wait for the scout to return, Ajax. You see, I did a little bit of forward thinking, a little bit more planning before we charge. Hopefully the
Do I see
humans
the
will be
scout
going
coming
to
back?
play.
Nope,
On my way, do I see like an orc? walking
not
past
yet.
me?
So
Not
hopefully the humans will be coming to help.
The humans?
Yes, the humans. If we're going to get everybody being friends, then it's best that we all start working together. And I whistle in the direction of James.
I look at him and say,
You can't look
Just-
at me.
"Nah."
I'm invisible.
You whistle at me. I look in your direction.
That's
I
the
just
one.
kind of look in your direction and I shake my head and I say, "Bad blood doesn't settle that fast."
I said, well, it's a good job that no blood was spilled then. And
It came close.
I said, yes, you're right, you came very close.
I look at them and I go, "I have an idea.
Fire away.
It's gonna sound like suicide. But if we could get the three of us in there, maybe on a good day, if we're lucky, I think that the three of us can maybe kill the Medusa."
I said, yes, I agree with that, but we need to find out if the elves are controlled or not controlled, because the difference between a Medusa and 200 elves all armed with their elven bows and harps and whatever it is that they use
See,
is a completely different situation.
yeah, you have a point. I'm just
And
saying
I
that maybe
suggest
if we
that we-
kill the Medusa, even if they're controlled, if we kill the Medusa, maybe they will fall out of control. But that's a wishful
Yeah.
thinking. You're
And
right,
then
though.
Where's
I ask about the nymph to Ajax. I said, what is this? Is a nymph? I said, I've heard of it, but I haven't seen her or anything.
You have.
By the way,
Well,
is
I,
the nymph
saw, I,
there
saw,
with
I
us?
saw it when I was invisible, but I haven't conversed with her or anything.
Yeah, she stuffed her face at a feast. Very, very, very much so.
Yeah, where is the nymph daughter in all of this? I agree with Eyecye.
Yes.
You- I
You
mean-
don't really know where she is.
Yeah, well
I
then,
mean,
when I asked
I-
about
I
the nymph,
turned
then
to
I
one of
was
the
like,
giants
yeah,
and can
yeah,
you bring
fair.
the whip here?
yeah.
The lady is currently sleeping at a feast table.
I turn around. I turn around to one of the magi and I asked, what skills do the magi have magically?
Do the what?
What skills do the magi have magically that could be of benefit to us?
There
I'm
are
asking magi that. I mean, you can tell
there
me
are
the
a
DM.
couple of Rupert. There are a couple of enchantments we can help you with, but not many. Our magic was designed in different schools.
Yeah, I said well, that's excellent. We'll need anything that we can get. Is one of you knowledgeable in a zone of truth?
That's
a priest spell?
I know.
Priest.
I know.
One of them might have a magic scroll lying around chugging.
He says no. They say no, actually.
I say to Ajax, I was like, the Medusa wants this nymph. I think we should just be wary of her. However, she could be very useful for getting in, if she is to be trusted.
We have to ask ourselves, why does she want the nymph?
Or be more worried about the fact, why does the nymph want to go to her potentially?
The nymph doesn't
I have
know
an
that
idea, but I don't know if James would know how.
about you.
What?
Oh,
I don't know if James would know what I have an idea for, but
Right, well, I'm
I
absolutely
look
thirsty
at-
for the toilet.
You're
Can
not
we pause and
stupid,
go to the nymph?
James,
I
you
look
have
at
like
If
have
it's
14
what I'm
hints, that's
thinking
stupid.
of with the ogre magi, then he would not know. Is it to do
I-
with the ogre magi's abilities?
no, it has to do with
Okay.
Simon. I
Okay.
look at
No, I'll be too
Cadence
sensitive.
and I say, can you by chance create anything like maybe like a distraction, something that fight with us or for us, like that dog? Can you do that again?
I like, yeah, I can. Fluffy is at my beck and call.
Can you summon something bigger, let's say, something that would wreak enough havoc to... See, what my idea is if you could summon something big enough to wreak havoc and pull the Medusa out of the building, from the roof, from, like, shadowy alleys and from the rooftop, we could have you and, Samal fire arrows at her, and then I could come up behind her and open her throat. If the elves are not controlled directly by her and they just think that they're following the nymph still, then we could probably get away with this.
Out of
But we
out
need
of
some
game,
way to
I
pull her out of her building. It's gonna be too hard to kill her inside. It's gonna be too hard to infiltrate.
I'm gonna have to say, out of game. I'm going to say I can only create creatures out of medium size.
No, you can only
Okay.
create the dog.
No,
What
I
if
can
we
create
use the
a
nymph as
bombardier
bait?
beetle.
I think we said that you need to choose, and you chose the dog.
Okay,
You
so
only had one choice anyway, because you were I think.
okay, so you basically I can only summon the dog, but the dog has a special duration.
No, yeah,
Nice.
like the
Yeah,
thing you
that.
choose has a special duration.
That won't work,
Yeah.
but I think
I can
the
only-
idea is still solid. If we can pull her out of there, then I think that we can kill her easier in the streets.
I agree and say, what if we use the nymph as bait?
I don't think that she would like that, but then I smile and I say she
That's
doesn't
why
have
we
to
don't
know.
tell her.
Exactly.
Mm.
She doesn't
Yeah,
have to
am
know.
I right that my character knows a lot about nymphs and lore and stuff like that?
Yep.
And I know that this nymph is capable of taking on probably multiple normal elves.
Multiple would be
A handful.
Stretch.
multiple would be not a reach. It would be the other way around. It would be like easy said. If she had her game on, she could kill a dozen at least.
Yeah. I just portray to the party that I don't think the nymph is as hopeless as you think she might be. She could be very, very, very valuable.
Let me just give
I
you.
said, I
Yeah.
said, especially if she could be turned invisible.
But that
However,
doesn't
the-
solve the problem of the Medusa behind an army of elves.
It says, but we
She
don't
can't
know,
take an army.
We don't know it's an army of elves, and a nymph could theoretically create a zone where people couldn't move under her effects, and then she could combat the Medusa.
Is it possible
How many people
to...
can you disguise?
I can
Simone,
disguise-
you know that she is as powerful as the most powerful one. Like, she can cast spells as powerful as the most powerful druids in the world, almost.
Oh
Mhm.
shit. She's like a level 20 character or something?
No.
I just say we need to go and talk to the nymph to confirm all of this. It's pointless having this conversation without her. However, I'm not happy with one, using her as bait, because that could potentially be dangerous if she's not as good as I think. And two, if she is as good as I think, then that would be a complete waste.
I would not agree with using respite as well. That would be against my morals.
I said against your morals, but you were quite willing to lead an orc army towards the elves.
No. I never said anything about the cadence.
Ooh, you're a sneaky one, you elf. You're a sneaky one.
I never said anything about condone.
Yeah, anyway, so onwards to the nymphs of Magi. Lead on.
Okay, you guys go up to the
before,
nymph.
Before we leave, I asked one of the Magi if they'd stay and watch Bob.
No one nods. Other one leads you up to the table. There's like a mess everywhere. The nymph is sleeping at the table.
I just proclaim out like, Jesus Christ! It looks like there was a brothel in here.
Yeah, you were part of it. Anyway, she kind of wakes up as you see that, and she looks at you, and she says, "Is it time?"
I says, yes, it's time we spoke. And I sit next to her and, is there drinks nearby that aren't alcoholic?
No, clearly. I mean, there is some water, but it looks kind of weird.
And I get my I'm pissed out. No, I do have a bottle. Yeah, what did I put? The pond. Yeah, I put the pond water in a bottle. I get my water skin out and I offer her some water.
Okay, you offer it some water. The moment she drinks out of it, she looks back at you. Let's see. This is a very important rule. Oh, and she has like a mad face for 1 second, and then like madness disappears, and thank you, but I shall ask you not to steal my water.
No, I gave her my water skin. I put the bottled water, the pond water in the bottle.
Oh, in the bottle. Oh, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you give her water and she drinks water.
Oh, the temptation to metagame this and see what she thinks of the water.
Anyway, she says, "Are we ready to march? My mother has not much time."
I say, you know of your mother.
Of course.
And I say, I mean, actively know of your mother.
Yes,
And says, so do you know where she is?
of course.
Where is she?
She is in the lair of the Medusa.
And do you know where the lair is?
Of course.
Where is it?
Let me show you.
And I says,
Oh,
I
let's
just,
rescue. Yeah, let's.
I just say, let's haste, let's haste, my dear. I said, what are you planning?
I'm going to show you where she is.
And does that
I
involve
say
walking into the elf encampment?
No,
Excellent.
that is perfect.
Are we all there?
she
I just
kinda,
want-
yeah. She
I
kinda
just want to
starts.
know how she can fucking see small when it's invisible.
She
I'm guessing
kinda,
she's gonna scry.
she kinda does a spell that, like, you don't know what it is, but out of game, it's greater scrying.
Mm.
Okay, she does that, and you see the inside of a cave, decorated with a dozen
We all see
petrified bodies. Yes, it's like an orb in front of you
this. Yeah.
of imagery. And there's like a dozen stone figures, and one of them is the nymph that you saw before. Small, yes.
And it's like, Jesus Christ, that is almost a lot stronger than you.
My mother is fading away, and the people in there are the people who found us and nursed us back to life when we were awakened and in mortal danger.
I want to ask her how the Medusa came to actually overpower her. Or to her mother. How it actually happened.
The orcs and the elves came in, but the orcs woke the demons up first. The demon was very fast. It knew about us, it sensed our presence. It sent its minions to attack us, and it would have killed us if it wasn't for Lyra and her family. She came in and she killed the demons and took us into her took us with her people, and we became the leaders. The Medusa appeared out of a lair and captured Lyra's family. And we owe them. And a nymph never backs down on its word.
I just turned to the nymph and I
Okay.
said, this Medusa has some control of the elves, does it not?
No other than any other leader would have control of its people. She uses her image to control them, nothing more.
So Lila's family
What's-
is actually in prison with the nymph. The
I mean, you don't. Yeah, I mean, they're familiar faces to you, but they're still stone figures.
Oh, okay. But is the mother, the nymph is also
It's also stone,
the
yes.
also okay.
Can
They're
we
all
just go
okay.
two-shot the Medusa already?
Yeah, which
I have an idea.
hard game. I really want to
I
kill
have an
Medusa.
idea. I look at her and I say, once the Medusa is slain, it will lose the image of your mother if she is maintaining.
I have one spell left of a very powerful spell. I always
Well, will it?
use
Once she's...
the scrying to keep a connection with my mother, but I have one more spell, and I have a spell that lets me see things as they truly are, and lets everybody after that see how things are truly are. That,
Yeah.
and I have another one, which would be a spell I'm not very willing to use. It will summon a creature, a very powerful
I have-
creature.
I have an idea. It is a dangerous idea, but it will work if we can employ it and you are willing to. This is how it'll work. We need 4 orcs. Strong orcs. The strongest that you have are the Magi there.
Yes.
I say we need 4 orcs, the strongest that you have. We will bring them with us. They will act as traitors against the great demon that was controlling you. They will have saved the nymph, and they will be bringing mother.
The
Under the
elves,
spell
the
of
elves have no. The elves have no recollection of the demons.
The
Only Lyra knows.
Well, we will say that the orcs saved the nymph from the other orcs. Correct. And then we will bring her in, and we will have her mother come out to greet her, but it will be the Medusa. In front of the entire city, with me under greater invisibility with Samal. Actually, you could have greater
correct you,
invisibility
and
with
I
the
say you
cleric.
don't get greater invisibility from me. You get
If he's holding
invisibility.
on to you.
Yeah.
Oh, if I hold on to him, yeah.
You could hold on
However,
to...
you can have another
nobody's aware that this is greater invisibility as well. Not even I am.
Okay,
Yes.
well, you could hold on to Cadence and bring her in with you. Whenever the mother comes out, I will be there as well, disguised as an elf. Correct? You
I can
do
be
this.
invisible.
And you can be invisible. We can march in and her mother will come out. The nymph will cast it in the eyes of all of the elves to see. The elves will turn, we will attack, and we will slay the Medusa in the streets.
I just say yes, you're correct. The elves will turn to stone.
And we have a staff that will turn them back.
And says you were worried about how many times it was going to be used, but now you're willing to have it turn people to stone in front of an encampment.
Wait, she says. I can only make one creature see everything as it is. The creature I touch. That is the only one.
I just said your
Cadence
mother's
is
definitely
friend.
turned to stone.
Cadence's friend, if she sees the truth, she has huge sway within the guard.
That is true.
But do we need the guard though? If the nymph knows where the lair is, then it's of no concern to the elves or the orcs.
Are
If
you
the
talking?
guard
Are you
comes
talking
down on
about
us-
Lyra? Is Lyra your friend? Grey
Lyra
elf?
is an old friend of mine.
Lyra will not help you. She holds her family too dear.
That was what I thought.
Chucky's DM hacking my ideas here.
Nope.
But basically, what?
I know, but no offense, but no Medusa is stupid enough to do that.
But the
She has
nymph
to
said
keep up the image of
the
the
lair
mother.
is not actually in the city, right?
Wait, what?
The,
No,
the
it's
Medusa-
like behind the city, something like that, in a cave.
yeah, so we can get there without going to the city.
You might.
Well,
I
I
asked
asked
the
the
nymph.
nymph to start
I
off
asked
with.
the
I
nymph.
asked them.
I asked the
know how
nymph
to get
if
there,
it's a
but I
way
can't
to
tell.
bypass the city and to get into the Medusa's lair and free her mother that way.
There's no way to bypass the city. You still need to go past the front guards. We might
Okay.
go into side streets and around the city, avoid the main roads. But
Okay.
it's very unlikely people will not see us in the daylight.
I
It
said,
is-
does that mean we need a distraction?
I do
Why
not
don't
know.
you just
I have
come
an
and
idea.
act as though you were returning home with us? They will march you straight to the Medusa.
Yes, they will.
Medusa.
And they will turn me to stone immediately.
I
And
have
we
an
will free you with
idea.
the staff.
If
Okay.
you, how long does your mother have? Like, assuming she is, and the elves are turned to stone, they're not going to be damaged in any way. We theoretically have limitless time to do this.
Yes, but do not expect the Medusa to just wait around. She will come. The demons are dead. You pose no threat to her. She has greatly wanted the orb for a long time, and she will come for it.
Why does she want the orb?
Right.
To
Tell
get to
them
the
why.
capital city, to
them.
flank the remaining resistance and go to the
So she's on
necromancer.
the side of the undead.
She is not on
Yes.
the side of anybody. She wants to earn favor by doing this.
I just asked
Well-
the nymph, is there going to be a problem if we open that door?
The door is designed to stop anybody from coming in. These are the last of the people that lived in the city, but The army is still fighting. The army has not fallen yet. The doors were held out for a long time to weaker forces, as the major evils cannot come down. We just were welcomed here with this information. We have no idea what this place is. But after the doors, we know there is a room. There is a special room. A couple of adventurers like yourselves have tried to go past. We do not know if they succeeded or not. If they succeeded, they made it to the capital city, but the war is still going on.
And I just say to the nymph, if we did open these doors, would we have the elves to march onwards with us?
If you kill the Medusa, I can vouch my life for it.
I just say to Ajax, I'm pretty sure we can all vouch that this Medusa will be slain.
I
If
know
you manage it.
but if we cannot think of a more strategic way of approaching it, I see no other reason than attacking her head on.
We will not march with the orcs. The elves will attack the orcs on sight.
The orcs, not with the orcs, just as a group. I see no other reason.
I just say we should just go and march with each other.
The only other option I could think of would be to tunnel under the city using orcs as miners and pop up in her lair and flank her where she least expects it.
I just say to Ajax, your mind
Take too long.
Your mind goes to pretty extreme lengths when it stops working, and just smile.
And have you ever heard what it sounds like whenever someone mines? She would hear us coming.
Not
She would
when
be
we're
sitting there and waiting for us to, like, come in. We would come through the wall and she would be sitting there in her true form staring at us, and she would turn them into stone that come through first, blocking the way in.
I just say, more importantly, we need to think about how we combat the Medusa when we combat the Medusa.
Exactly.
And I asked the
I
if
suggest
she has any
that,
ideas.
This
I
encounter
think
is
we should
driving
all,
me insane.
I mean, the only way she can actually do this is like staring directly at one, right? So we should probably have some kind of cloth to
You don't
cover
know
our eyes.
Cadence, just so you know. You don't really have knowledge of
Can I not make
Medusa.
like a check for that?
Ajax has knowledges of Medusas. He ought to check, but nobody else.
Yes,
Well,
I have
will
knowledge
as well.
of Medusa. I know their basic mechanics, yes.
Is it
Like, I know how they
metagaming?
basically...
Just ask.
No, I mean,
what
yeah. You could just know this because
I
you guys
just-
like.
Turn to everyone and just say the best course of action is for me to turn Ajax invisible, and for us to combat directly only, and everybody else to fire from afar.
Yes, but we need to figure out a way to get into the city.
We
That's what
just said we're going to walk in.
They're just gonna let us in.
But the nymph said that the elves are under no control other than who they think their leader is. They only think that the Medusa is. They're under no magical control whatsoever, if I'm correct. So yes, we are literally just going to walk in.
Very well. We can try.
At this point,
I
I think just we're running out of time, so if you just
Let's just go.
The last question I just have for the nymph is, does she have any idea how long her mother could have turned me invisible for?
My mother turned you invisible?
This is what I certainly don't want to be permanently like this, so
She does not have powers to turn invisible.
I say, oh fuck the Medusa to them.
But I do know that she has a couple of very powerful potions that she found from a dead wizard.
And show her the bottle. Does they look anything like this? Actually, I put the bottle on the table.
Yes, that is it. I think that is it.
I kind of drank all of that.
Oh, that is not good.
What do you mean it's not good?
The invisibility is the mage had a permanency spell casted on
Oh,
invisibility.
she said drink it all.
are you perm invisible? Wait
Uh,
for
so-
A
and
dispel,
just
a dispel
permanent
magic would
permanent.
work on you. That's
like this-
all that should be.
Not yet.
Yeah, I just turn around and go, "You jelly now, Rogue."
Wait, he's
now
invisible
Ricky Martin.
forever?
He has a permanency spell casted on the bottled invisibility, so
This
For the moment,
completely
yes.
breaks all my songs. You've got to be able to see me for them to work. You've broken
Yeah.
me, you bastard.
If you had given me that potion, man.
Is my webcam not working?
your webcam
It's
is not
loading.
working.
Is that better?
Anyway, going a bit to Darius. Darius, you reach the fire. Nobody is coming from behind, and you just start praying in the fire.
I play with my bird. I have a chat.
Okay. Going to
How's he
everybody
doing?
else.
Marshmallows and shit.
And then get.
Shit.
By the way,
What?
your cam is still not working.
Yeah, it's still loading.
So, I say, so are we agreed that we're just going to walk in the front door, find
Yeah.
this Medusa?
I like
And
this
kill her.
Medusa. Her ideas are good.
Is this what we will do?
Right. I say yes. We may have a tune to accompany us.
I think, yeah, but I think still think that Gary should or someone should touch it. I mean,
Works.
Yes,
It works.
I will touch Ajax. Ajax will combat the Medusa.
Stop
directly.
it, Darius.
Ajax, you
can see.
I will direct you. You will close your eyes and you will stab forward with your thing. Where says we might charge. If he, game tricky. If he charged from 30 feet away, he's out of the gaze until he gets in there. Would he be able to charge and then close his eyes or not?
If the Medusa is surprised, you might get a surprise round.
Yeah, exactly. I say yeah.
If anyone has any, like this is out of character, but if anyone has any ability which can stun her, this would really be a good time to let us know.
No.
Can't do
The
that.
only thing I can think of is the mage might have daze, but it won't work against her because of her hit dice and wisdom.
I can daylight her face, but that's about it.
That would do nothing but stun our cleric.
I think daylight and face stuns every.
It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Daylight in the face
I mean,
stuns,
I
but I mean
suppose-
that doesn't stun. It actually dazes.
Blind.
But she
Oh,
needs.
dazed.
She
But
gets a reflex check.
I just say as well as we don't really know how that stuff works either, so we might be casting spells and it might do something, so it's probably best we don't take it with us.
I am coming with you. The nymph says.
Very well.
I say yes, but it's probably still not a good idea to take it with us, unless you have any idea how that stuff works exactly.
what if we
If
were
this
to
goes
have the nymph
sour,
enter the?
I
What
can
if we
summon
go?
a creature that will help us. But then the
Okay.
creature,
It's the creature.
I could not control the creature for a very long time.
I asked,
What is the creature?
does summoning this worry you then?
Yes, I do not like summoning it. It is only
Then go.
done in extreme cases.
I tell
will
it
you
to,
be? Will you?
tell it to not
will the
use
summoning?
it unless...
I mean, is it like? Will you lose control? The summoning?
If I cannot maintain control, it would go ravage, and it is a
What is
creature of
it?
great power. I
What
do
is
not
it?
know its name. It's long been gone from this world.
Does it
I
look
have inherited the magic from my mother. It is a very large reptilian creature.
like? Okay.
I just say to the nymph then, I says, then if you're not sure you can control it, do not cast it unless you see a stone Ajax.
She nods.
No, you can still use the stick to unstone me.
No, we
Especially
none
with
of
the
us
new
none of us can use the stick, and we don't know if it will counter our own magic abilities.
I'm sure a cleric could use the stick a lot better if an ogre magi said wisdom. I think this is more a matter of a divine spell.
Okay.
I still don't think it's a good idea to take it with us, because if we fall, then she'll have it. We can quite easily get the,
I already
get
have
the
it.
stuff.
I already
Yeah,
have it
Darius
and I'm
does
already
it.
in the fireplace.
I thought
What-
that
what if we
I
were
had
to-
it. Oh, then he's got it, then so
Yeah.
never mind.
What if we were to all put send ourselves invisible, with the exception of the nymph. The nymph,
We can't.
can't we all be invisible? Can't you
No.
cast invisible on someone? You you cast invisible on.
Just walk in, please.
They're gonna fucking kill us.
They're not going to kill you. She said it a million times. The elves are not under magical control. They will
Fine.
welcome her.
I'm gonna go
Let's
to the
do
fire.
it. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm
And
going
if they
I wanna
do,
go to the fire.
But before
if they are
James
under
goes to
magical
the fire-
control, the guards will react.
Before James goes to the fire, like as he's leaving the room, I grab him, pull out the ring, slide it into his pocket, and say, "If I see it on your finger, there will be trouble," and walk out.
Trouble, trouble.
There will be.
And say that won't be the first time that there's gonna be trouble. Our party seems like trouble, and I follow you.
Okay, you guys all go towards the fire. Darius, you see them coming out. And at this
Try and
point,
scare them. I jump out and spook them.
at
Ooh.
this point, an orc just comes running from the from the tunnel, going towards the human outpost. Somehow you recognize him.
Look, a scout.
excellent, old chap. How did it go?
Humans are coming. 6, 7 hours.
Excellent.
Humans? Oh, is it a scout to the human encampment?
Yes. I revealed the party that I sent.
Okay, I don't wanna be subjective here, but best move ever you could have made as a party. Going
Wait,
all-
killing the humans?
Just one thing. As we leave, is there a farm of any sorts in here?
Is
In
there
this
a
place?
fire?
No, a farm, like
Um,
like an area where they keep animals.
What's the fuck?
Yeah, how do they get food down here?
What's the
Wouldn't
fuck
have they
is-
Yeah, I'm
starved
just
to death by
wondering.
now?
No, they have food. Like in the orc encampment, there are animals. There are
They have animals.
they
Can
have
I go to the farm?
mushrooms.
Animals eat.
They have
Can
mushrooms
I go
going
to the
around.
farm on the way out?
I mean, yeah,
Like the animals.
yeah, you could.
I'd like to
goat
buy a
wizard
goat.
appears.
I'd like to buy a
He's
goat.
going to try and do
He wants
it.
to go get a goat.
They don't have goats.
Fuck. Okay, I can do
Pretend
that.
it's a goat. I can disguise it as a goat if you want.
No, I'll find a goat eventually. It's okay. This world must have goats somewhere. Ajax may or may not have had a pet goat as a child.
God fucking damn it. Okay.
Now it's not even wizard goats he hates, it's just goats.
We get to the
What's a
surface
wizard
and we
goat?
just see goats dead.
Sorry to clarify this for the people
No,
watching.
he just kids.
Ajax was thinking that if Ajax dies, he may play a goat wizard, which I have blatantly said no towards, and he has not stopped insisting upon it. Continuing on with the game.
I don't see how that's the least bit important.
You guys get to the fire, as I said. You talk to the scout, and
I
what
jump
do you
out
do at the
scared.
fire? You jump out
I
and
go
scare them.
boo. I go boo, and they go scared, really scared.
I'm terrified.
I walk up behind the wizard and tap him on the shoulder and say boo.
Can I reflex try and elbow something in the face?
No, let's
Something
continue on.
like, "Oh,
Let's
bam."
Shh, let's continue on. Let's continue on. What do you guys do?
Along with the plan, let's go to the elf encampment.
I say go. I say what took you guys so long? Let's just get out of here.
We deliberated
Hurry up,
about a
hurry
lot
up.
of shit.
When we get to the fire, I just asked the nymph if there's any significance to this place, or was I talking to the Medusa or your mother?
This is the place where my mother casted a illusion fire to keep our little oasis secret from prying eyes.
And I ask her what she means by oasis.
The little place where the elves and actually first the demons found us.
And that you lived in there.
We hibernated in a weird way.
Yeah, I kind of get it now. So I just said there's nothing more than meets the eye down there. Then.
Nothing.
Okay.
Transformers, more than meets the eyes.
Considering this is like the last hour, can we just take a 5-minute break real quick?
Yes, actually it is the last hour, so we're gonna take a 5-minute break right now. Everybody watching, don't go anywhere. We're gonna be coming right back, finally with some action. Yes. Anyway, we're coming right back up.